Hi guys, how you doing? I'm just waiting for Baggy TV to join. Hey DJ Sev, you alright, mate? I'm just giving the link. Okay. Yeah, good DJ Sev. How are you? Isaac, how you doing? William, you okay? So, how many of you think that we should be Jurgen Klopp should be sacked? He's failed to beat Fulham, he's failed to beat West Bromwich Albion, and he's failed to beat Newcastle. Hey King Love, how you doing, mate? It's who blinks first, isn't it? It's not any team that can go on a bit of form, I think, are going to win the league. So this we keep saying it. I've said it before, others have said it before. This is like no other season, and you're going to have some strange results throughout the season. So I think anyone who can pick up form after January, then you'll be seeing. Um, I think you'll be seeing the winners of the league. All right. Hey Baggy, how you doing, mate?
Yo, how's it going, mate?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. How you doing, guys? Baggy asked me to do this today because obviously there's a lot going on at the moment
Yeah,
between the Lamp. It's getting a bit toxic, isn't it, at the moment on our fan base, and it's getting ridiculous. It's getting out of control.
it
Lots,
has been. Has been, yeah.
yeah, lots of immaturity. I've hit that block button a few times today, so yeah, because I really haven't got time for some of these. I'll debate anybody who's Frank in or out as long as it's a reasonable discussions. But when they start name calling and lack of substance, then you know what, a bit too long in the teeth to debate with people like that. You know, you could tell who the idiots are straight
Mm,
away.
mm. To be honest, there's been a couple of really good debates over the past couple of days. There was one on Matisse's channel yesterday, and there was
Yeah, I
one
watched
on
that. Mm,
yeah, there was one on Nini's channel, Blue Lines TV. And
uh-huh.
to be honest, I think people are kind of lost in regards to their opinions. And I mean, me personally, I mean, I'll give you an example.
Mm,
The way I see it and my situation as a Chelsea fan, I'm for Lampard to be given more time and to allow him to learn and to become a better manager. But at the same time, I can totally understand why people are against him and
mm,
they want to, they want to switch managers. I can see both sides of it.
yeah,
Um, but the thing is, there's people who don't seem to have a basis for their opinion. It's a
I
matter
know.
of disliking the man, or we don't like Lampard because not because he's done a bad job. It's because they just don't like the man. They don't like the fact that he replaced Sorby. They don't like the fact that there's a lack of experience that came with Lampard. And I don't know if you saw my video addressing this, but I actually
Mm,
mentioned the fact that the board knew what they were getting with Lampard when he came to the club when they hired him. They knew the man only had 12 months of experience with Derby, and he was
mm,
fresh. He was a rookie, and they were prepared to give him that chance and to give him that flexibility in learning the world, if I could put it that way.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean, I've been following Twitter, and Twitter has become really toxic, really, really
it
toxic.
has. It has. Yeah.
But the thing is this: the result today with Newcastle and Liverpool, it
Uh-huh.
really changed the perspective of the league. I mean, had Liverpool won, which was what we were expecting them to do,
Mm. You're talking
then
about 3 points. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, it would have been a massive gap. But
yeah,
now, I mean,
yeah. 7
people are
is
talking
still
about games
achievable. Yeah,
seven ain't too far. 7 ain't too far.
yeah,
I mean, a couple of good results for us, a couple of bad results for them, and things all change. I mean, yes, we're playing Man City next, but you never know. Newcastle got a draw today, so
yeah,
you
yeah,
never
yeah.
know.
And we don't know what Man City are going to be playing because obviously,
Yeah,
they haven't trained properly. Pep hasn't been able to prepare them as he would have liked,
yeah,
and who's out with who can't play because of COVID. So
Yeah.
and if Ziyech is back, I'm hearing that Ziyech may be back on Sunday. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that'll give us a different dimension as well.
Definitely. Definitely. I just want to say hi to some of the people in the chat because I saw some of the messages.
Yeah, Green Turf.
DJ and Isaac. Green Turf, is he going to be able to get on?
He's on. I'll just give him the link. So hopefully, if you come on the
Oh,
link,
there he is. Yeah, I see it.
hopefully come on.
Hopefully his mic is working as well.
Yeah, DJ Sav, I agree with you because that's what people can't. You can be on the fence. It's not. There's no thing to being on the fence. I want to give, like I'm with Baggy. I want to give him a chance, but at the same time, if he's not showing any improvement, then and you can see that he's not going to turn it around. If he goes on a similar run that say Arteta went on, and we move further and further down the table, then okay. We may have to ask a question because as I mentioned before last week, he's even said that if he's not getting the desired results, then he expects a talking to from Roman Abramovich. So yeah, I'm not like going to be blindly following Lampard, even if results are going pear-shaped this season as well, because that debate Baggy yesterday with what's her name, the dark side or whatever she was talking about.
Yeah, the dark side. Yeah,
whatever. Yeah. One thing I thought that that Nini was going to pick her up on because he's remember I think she was saying that she said it was like it for everyone this season, with the COVID and everything else, but it's not like it for everyone because if you look, okay, everyone's playing 2 games a week, but Frank Lampard has had to implement 7 new players into the side. Liverpool have only had 1 or 2, and the 2 that they've brought in, they are, they can bring them in slowly. Thiago Silva obviously is a good spy, and Jota, but they it's that most of the core of their side is what they had last season. Manchester United, again, the core of their side is what they had last season. Same with Man City. The only one maybe is Tottenham, who brought in probably 4 or 5 players, but even Tottenham now are going through a struggle. They haven't won in 4, so everyone is kind of dipping in form at the moment.
Yeah, I think the girl was called The Darkest Times or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, it's not only the fact that we have 6 or 7 new players in the team. It's these 6 or 7 new players. They are the actual spine of the team. We are relying on these players. So it's not like we've got extra players that no, these are the players that we're relying on.
Yeah.
Not only that, but in regards to the pandemic, we have had a lot of players get infected. I mean, it's happened over a period. I mean, it wasn't all in one block. I mean, we did have a couple when they went on holiday, but it's been sporadic. And in regards to Havertz was hit by the pandemic, by the virus quite severely.
Yeah.
So I mean, talking from experience, I've actually had it. So I know, what it can have, the impact it will have on a person. I was lucky because I didn't have it too badly, but it does have a lot of impact on you in regards to your mental state as well as your physical state. And for a person like Havertz, who's a young lad in a different country, away from his family, away from people that he's used to see on a daily basis. And being in that situation, I mean, I'm not making excuses, but I can see why he would, need a bit more time to perform better.
Yeah, and the pity was that he was actually finding a bit of form, I thought, just before COVID. Yeah, and if you look, Green Turf, hey, and if you look, when he came on the other day, I thought he was superb.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah. Oh, it's working. It's actually working.
Wow, vlogs, my man.
You got him
Welcome.
in. Yeah. When he came on the other day, I thought he was superb.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah. Oh, it's working. It's actually working.
Wow, vlogs, my man.
You got him
Welcome.
in. Yeah. When he came on the other day, I thought he was superb.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah. Oh, it's working. It's actually working.
Wow.
I thought it was working.
Welcome.
When he came on the other day. I don't know what's happening with his connection.
I think he's got the app on at the same time as the YouTube app, and it's having like You know,
Okay. Yeah.
and
All right.
Luke
Green
Liverpool one.
try and just use the one app. Just try and use the which one? The StreamYard you're talking about.
StreamYard, yeah. Yeah, he should just have StreamYard on, leave YouTube away.
Yeah, just use one or the other, Green Turf. I think that's probably why we're getting an echo. I just want to address this point by WKD Lam. He said his win percentage is worse than the other two managers that Chelsea sacked. Okay, first of all, as you're referring to Sarri wasn't sacked. Sarri walked because he wanted the Juventus job. He didn't have a connection with the Chelsea fans. And there is context behind that as well. The context behind that is obviously Hazard was with us and he did get us a lot of points. And I know a lot of people are saying looking at AVB because I've heard that say today that AVB he's even got a worse percentage than AVB. But when you look, everything's got to be context. Because if you look at AVB and look at the players he had at his disposal, he had the Lampards, the Terriers, the Drogbas, all winners already. What Frank Lampard is trying to do now, he's trying to create a new team from scratch. We've got rid of some big personalities out that side, so we're in a rebuilding process, and rebuilding takes a bit more time. So that's why I think we need to have that bit of leniency with him as well.
And I think not only that, but we're talking about two different eras. Football today is not the same as football, 5, 10, 15 years ago. And the way that managers and players are scrutinized, it's not the same. And I think the pressures that come with the job also will impact performances.
Yeah. So what are these rumours about Havertz? Have you heard any rumours about Havertz?
Talking of Havertz, we believe that these rumours.
Can you expand on that, Mason? Because I haven't heard anything about that. So if you expand in the chat, because I don't know what's happening with Havertz. I haven't.
I mean, I've read about him apparently being unhappy and whatnot, but is that what he was referring to, or is it something else? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't think he's unhappy. Man City, Chelsea go ahead since it affects City badly as more shorter period. So yeah, so it's good that it's going ahead. I think is Jesus is he still out of that, or is he past the period because he missed the last game when he had the COVID? Is he fit now? And is it Jesus and the right back, wasn't it? Who were affected with it? Kyle Walker.
Kyle Walker,
yeah. So I don't know whether they're going to be, but mind you, Kai took about 2 or 3 weeks to get back, so probably I can't see them coming back so soon. After it depends how badly they're affected, really, because obviously different symptoms. People have the different symptoms, don't they? Some people have it worse.
Not only that, but can you imagine the current situation with all these players and their families, and the tier 4/tier 5 pandemic? I mean, you can see that a lot of these players, or at least the younger ones, their minds are going to be elsewhere, and that's why we're seeing such a sporadic array of results. I mean, we're getting a lot of draws. We're getting a lot of matches finishing in as 1-1, 0-0, 2-2, and I think players are just lacking.
Yeah.
Sorry, Max. I'll be back in 1 second, mate. Just 1 second.
Okay. So Green Turf is back on now. So let's see. Hey.
Hello.
Yep. Please, no feedback. Yes, I can. No feedback. No feedback.
Okay, so I'm using my cell phone now because.
Great. Yeah, that's better. That's a lot better. How you doing, mate?
Not good. We're not winning, man. Give me some hope. Give me some hope.
The hope is that Liverpool are not winning either, and Tottenham are not winning.
We just depend on other teams.
Yeah, I know. It's obviously no one likes to see us lose. I don't like to see us in the losing, so I can understand the frustration by a lot of the supporters because especially the new supporters. Everyone wants instant success straight away.
Yeah,
but it's looking at the bigger picture, I think. So, what's your thoughts on everything going on?
Man, I don't even know where to start. What I can say is that I'm still Frank Lampard in. Okay, don't get me wrong, but
yeah,
I'm not blind. Okay, he's making a lot of mistakes, but I will give him until the end of the season before I start, criticizing heavily, or I'm not gonna ask his head or anything, but just let's see how his signings are doing this season. If they start gelling together and performing, I think everybody's opinion is going to be different. The problem in the community now is that it's just black and white, okay? No context, no nothing. It's just like Frank Lampard out. It's like, what's going on here? Okay, because Sarri, okay, for some reason, Sarri, many fans didn't want Sarri, so it's kind of a revenge from many account. Like, hey, because Sarri went through this, we have to put Frank Lampard through this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
And there's no consistency as well, is there? Because with Sarri, it was always, all you heard about was trust the process. He needs time, And then the minute that Frank Lampard messes up, it's Lampard out,
Yeah.
So, so I just want a bit of consistency.
Yeah.
I got a question for Orgs. Orgs, mate.
Yes, sir.
Do you have a cut-off point where if Lampard doesn't get to this or achieve this, then I'm going to be against him? I'm going to call for him to get sacked, or is it I'm going to be backing him whatever happens, regardless? I mean, even if we don't finish in the top 4, God forbid.
Right now, to be honest with you, I'm still very positive. I think we're gonna finish in top 4, and we might win a cup. Why not FA Cup or something? And Atleti is going to be very, very difficult for us. But it's a Champions League. Anything can happen at the bridge. We can have the Torres.
Sorry, Ox. So you want a cup and you want to finish in the top 4. But what if we don't achieve that? Would you then be anti-Lampard?
To be honest with you, I'm not gonna be like get out. You know what I mean? It's gonna be very difficult for me if he can resign or something, or if he's sacked. I'm not gonna like cry if he doesn't. But I don't know, man. It's you putting me on the spot here.
I know, and I'm doing it on purpose. I'm doing it on purpose because I've asked myself that question. And to be honest, I have a point where if Lampard doesn't achieve a certain expectation, then I'll be calling for him to to go.
Yeah, I've always been consistent. I said top 4 should be the bare minimum with the money that Roman's invested. Yeah. Roman didn't put 200 million into the team and backed him. He backed him all the way. So top 4. I know, as I said, it's a funny season because of that may be a saving grace, actually, if he doesn't finish in the top 4, is because he didn't really have a pre-season. He couldn't define a style of play with them, and games are coming thick and fast. There's no consistency from any other team, so that may be a saving grace. But I think top 4 for me is the bare minimum. Let's nick second. So, do you guys think we were taking a gamble with Frank? It was a gamble, but
the audio is good. You think?
Yeah, the audio is excellent. It was a gamble, but the thing is,
hello, my audio still good?
Your audio is excellent. Yes. Yeah. For me to answer that question, you're fine. You're fine, Green Turf. Yeah, to answer that question,
it's just shaking here, so I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. All right.
Niskan, I think it is. Sorry if I've pronounced your name properly. But the thing is that the situation was that no manager was going to take on Chelsea in the situation that we were last season. Transfer ban, Hazard out. None of the managers were going to, because most of the managers are all looking at their reputations and their CVs. So they think this is too hard a job. So Lampard was brave enough to say, you know what, I'm a rookie manager, but I'm going to take it on. And that takes balls for someone to do that. So the club did know it was a gamble, but I think the reason they took him on because him and Jody Morris know our youth team set up, and they knew that they would integrate them and get them into get games with. They'll give the players some of the games.
Can I
Go on.
can I add to that? I agree with you 100%, Max. They knew it was a gamble, and they were prepared to take that gamble. But I want to twist it a little bit, and I want to say this: should Lampard have taken the gamble and become the Chelsea manager so early in his career? In my opinion, I think he should have waited.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What do you think, Hawks?
I think opportunity like Chelsea Football Club doesn't come often. You have your chance, just take it, and let's see what's gonna happen. And I think he was promised maybe a couple years or 3 years. I don't know how long he's going to be there before even considering sacking him. So I think he knew that he's going to have time to make his team and try to perform. So I think it was the right time because he knows the academy. He worked a little bit in the academy with Jody, and then he was the first team manager at Derby, and I think for me it was the right time. Just like the opportunity is there. Baggy, even you, man, if you are given a chance like that, are you gonna say no because I'm a rookie? I don't know.
I think, sorry guys, I just hit the wrong button and I dropped out unintentionally. But I think he's that sort of personality that he likes a challenge, doesn't he? So he knew that he knew what he was getting into, and he knew that he was there to be shot at, because he knew that if it goes wrong, a lot of people are going to be saying rookie manager, and it's going to tarnish his reputation, because obviously he built up a great reputation as a player. So he knew that if it's not going to go right for him, then it's going to ruin some of the rep that he's built up. But I just think that it's the sort of personality that he has. He said, you know what, I'm going to go for it, and so hats off for him for taking that gamble.
It's a good question. It's a good question, and I agree with Green Turf. But at the same time, I do believe that had Lampard not have taken the opportunity now, he would have had it in the future. But yeah, the only thing you can say about that is his club was in trouble. His club had a transfer ban. His club needed someone who knew the players, who knew the system, and who could come in and quite quickly, do something. And to be fair to the man, he did it. Last season he was successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's this?
That Mason is the same headline
because they wanted to have it. So I think whenever some things are going wrong, guys, there's always going to be some stories about some unrest in the camp. So I don't think we should take that, too seriously about that. So I don't think so.
Yeah.
So it's just trying to. It's
I
just
agree with you.
Yeah, they're coming out of Germany. That figures it's probably coming out of a Bayern Munich newspaper, because there's no love lost between them and Chelsea. So it's probably propaganda starting from them.
To be honest, Bayern Munich are kind of quick to report these type of stories, and the German press in general. I mean, we saw that with Callum. We saw how they handled that situation.
Yeah.
Disappointing.
Yeah. What's that?
Yeah.
Enrique. Right. Apparently, Enrique was asked if he wanted the job, but Chelsea and him could not agree personal terms. That's what I read and heard. I remember Enrique. What they were offering him the job just before. Who was it? There was Laurent Blanc was mentioned, wasn't there? There was Enrique was offered. It was there. Was that before Sarri or after Sarri? I can't remember when that was. But I remember Enrique was offered a job. I can't remember the exact timeline for it. But yeah, so it may have been a bit after Sarri was not sacked after he left.
To be honest, I don't think Chelsea board will disrespect the club and the player by bringing a manager into the picture until Lampard is let go. So I think we'll have a period of a caretaker manager before we get a new manager coming in. So all this talk that we're seeing now is just rumors. Yeah.
We're always going to be linked with someone like Tuchel as well, weren't we?
Yeah. When we were winning games, like we went 17 unbeaten, something like that. We didn't see all this news.
I know.
We were quiet, and everybody nobody said anything. And now that we losing games, it's an easy and lazy news to make. You come up with something, just throw out there, and people are going to listen to you. So don't take it seriously. Let's just wait and see what the big boss is going to decide, Frank.
And the thing is, Havertz has been. We look a totally different team when not Havertz. What's his name? Ziyech. When Ziyech is in the side, we look a totally different team. It's just like if Manchester United were without Bruno Fernandes, they'll be struggling for results because he creates like 80% of their chances. And
Max, not only that, but Havertz looks like a different player when Ziyech is on the right-hand side of him. I mean, that triangle, Havertz, Ziyech, and Reece James.
Yeah,
that's trouble for any team to play. I mean, the pace of James, the creativity of Havertz, and the vision of Ziyech combined together, you have a really dangerous right-hand side there.
Yeah, if you look at the Leeds match, that is that is a sign of things to come if we have everyone fit and rearing to go. So because that one, there's a lot of interchanging of positions, and Leeds, they couldn't handle us that day. And and I've seen other matches as well when we've had that. Yeah, as Baggy quite rightly says, when we have that Havertz, Reece James, that and Ziyech, that triangle, and that is really good because the cross is coming in from different angles of movement, and defenders can't handle the movement and the interchanging. So the only one is Tottenham, the only one who kind of, but even in the Tottenham game, it was a game of margins because had Tammy Abraham put one of those chances away, then you're looking at a 1-0 victory over Tottenham. And talking about margins, what makes me laugh is when people are. I had this guy making up excuses today for Liverpool, and he's saying, "Oh, this is a way to drop points." Like, what way to drop point? Oh, they had a couple of shots. They were unlucky with this. And the same guy, I don't see him when Chelsea hit the post against Everton twice, or when Werner should have scored against Wolverhampton 1 just to make it 2-0. I haven't seen him, defending. Oh, we're unlucky because of this or that. But he's
defending Chelsea.
Yeah, and again, it's just about agendas because someone could come and say to him, "Hold on, Liverpool have dropped 6 points against some of the bottom teams," so he's already getting in his little excuses, and it's baffling, really.
To be fair, I mean, I saw that tweet, and to be fair on the lad, he's been directing his position. He's been anti-Lampard since Lampard got the job. And I can see his point of view in respect to him having that mindset. But to be honest, to try to twist everything towards that mindset is problematic for me because I may dislike someone or may have preference for someone else, but at the same time I should acknowledge the good as well as the bad. I mean,
exactly. You know what? Because I wasn't the biggest fan of Sarri. I gave him a chance at the beginning. I wasn't one of these guys who was, he hasn't won anything or whatever. I said, no, he's coming in with a good reputation. Let's see how he gets on. It was only towards the middle when the samey substitutes, samey players that I was getting a bit. But you know what? I wasn't like, get him out of the club, get him out. I said, look, I'm going to give this guy a chance. And he won us the trophy. And I was, I was fair-minded. I was fair-minded with the guy because I'm a Chelsea supporter at the end of the day. So I've got no agendas. I want Chelsea to do well, whoever the manager is. If they can deliver me trophies, then I'm in.
I'm the opposite. Max.
That was exactly my position.
Sorry, I was against Sarri. I was not happy with Sarri coming in. I was not happy with him, taking over Conte and the situation that led up to that. However, when he did come and when he did become the Chelsea manager, I was backing him. I was critical, but I was backing him, and I was really happy when he actually won his first trophy. And to be honest, I'm happy that his first trophy came with Chelsea. And when he left, I wished him the best of luck. And to be honest, I still follow his progress, and I still have a soft spot for Sarri, for Conte, for all the Chelsea managers. But we have to support our team, and we have to support the establishment that is running our team. When they make mistakes, we point them out. We say, look, Lampard, you're making a mistake by doing this. You're making a mistake by doing that. Whoever's in charge, the players. The amount of times I've criticized the players is fine. Just when you criticize, it's not hate. It's not against the player. It's not against the club. It's constructive.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the way it should be. So, Armandez. Sorry, Green Turf, you can say something? Armandez, is Man City a must-win game in your opinion? Yeah, we have to. Yeah, I think we need. I think it's a must-not-lose game. If we get a point from that, because remember, it's Man City at the end of the day. It is Man City. I think it's a must-not-lose game. But I think, I think we need to try and get a victory for that one.
Yeah, we need to take this. We need to take this this negativity away from us. Let's just win a game of football, please.
Yeah, if we beat Man
City, I know that.
Because I think if we beat Man City,
go ahead.
It's all gonna change. Everything's gonna change again. I know, because we've beaten City or whatever, so we beat City and then go on a 3 or 4 game run, and then it's all gonna be forgotten. That's the way football is.
And then we wait for the next one. We wait for the next one, and we bring all our guns back and shoot on Frank Lampard if we draw again. That is the way it is. And they are so angry now because for 17 games, it was a nightmare for them. So
it was.
Now they're happy, and it's very toxic.
And what do you think about some of these so-called, I wouldn't call them Chelsea supporters because they're not, because I think one of the journalists tweeted the other day that Lampard has 2 games to save his job, and if he loses the 2 games and he's out, and then some so-called Chelsea supporters said, let's hope he loses the 2 games then.
Yeah, really? I saw that.
Man, that tells you that
go ahead, Ox. Go ahead, mate.
Well, it just tells you that they are not there for the club, because I would never wish that Chelsea, lose a game of football. No matter who is in charge, I would support my team. If I have a personal issue with Frank Lampard, I'm gonna keep it. Let's just win the game. So those people, I don't know, man. I don't want to call them names because sometimes I can go off on people. I'm not too nice like you guys, Baggy and the Max. You are so nice to people, but me, you punch me, I punch you back. So that's with me. That's why
don't let my smile fool you, mate. Don't let my smile fool you. I used to be a boxer. So.
You're so nice. So those people, you have to understand, they came because of trophies. I can't blame them. This is the new generation. When you win, and you suck coaches all the time, and you spend a lot of money, and you keep doing the same thing. That's all they know. So in one way, I can understand them, but I don't know. I don't know how to educate them. I don't know. You, Max?
Me? Yeah, I try to be respectful. I think. I'm not saying you're not respectful. I just don't like. What? I haven't got time for. I haven't really got time for these individuals. Sometimes, as I was saying to Baggy earlier, I've blocked a few people today because I can't get involved in juvenile arguments. I don't mind constructive criticism. If someone wants to give me a constructive criticism as to why, as to why they don't like Frank, fair. Because I've had a debate. I know you guys don't like the Kavkaz view, but I've had a debate with him because I saw that. Yeah, he's. I know that you would never do that, but you wouldn't give him the time of day, Green Turf. But I just wanted to see his point of view, and you know what, because to be fair to him, okay, he's got his point, but he's quite respectful. Because when I'm talking to him, There's no abuse going on. It's just like his reasons. No matter how I disagree with them, but those are his reasons, So I don't mind debating with people that way. But
to be honest, if I can jump in, the Cabgas view is a good lad. He's a good lad. He's very passionate about the club and his point of view. But like you said, Max, the lad is respectful. The lad is a stand-up guy, and I talk to him every now and then about certain things, and I think he's a Chelsea fan. Deep down, the guy's a Chelsea fan, and he wants the best for Chelsea. We will disagree. I mean, the three of us here don't agree on everything, so that is bound to happen.
Yeah.
But going back to the point you raised earlier about people saying that if Lampard only has 2 games to go, and if he loses them, then he's going to be sacked, and wishing us to lose. These are not Chelsea fans.
No.
I don't care what they think they are or what they call themselves, but these are not Chelsea fans, because a Chelsea fan would never, like Og said, a Chelsea fan would never wish his club to lose regardless of the situation. Even in a friendly. If we were playing a friendly, I still want us to win. You know what I mean? So.
You know what? I was at a game years ago. Chelsea were playing Bolton Wanderers, and if Chelsea lost that game, it meant Everton would have got relegated for the first time in their history. For about 10 minutes, I was saying, "Come on, Bolt." But I said, "No, I can't do that." Even if it meant, it was a nothing game to Chelsea, because we couldn't finish higher than we were already. And I was saying, "No, I want Everton to go down," but I couldn't have it in me because I'm a Chelsea man. Even when that's in a situation like that, I thought no. And then Chelsea, I think, won the game 2-1, and I was cheering, obviously, and I went away from the game happy.
All right. Max, let me paint a picture for you. Let me paint a picture for you, yeah? Okay, Chelsea have to play, I don't know, West Brom. Chelsea have to play West Brom, yeah? And if Chelsea were to beat West Brom, I mean, it's a funny scenario, but just bear with me. And if Chelsea was to beat West Brom, that would mean Spurs would win the would win the Premier League, all right? So would you want Chelsea to lose to West Brom to stop Spurs from winning the Premier League?
Put it this way: there are only certain circumstances where it is. If it comes to Spurs winning the league, then sorry, that's the only time. I will on that situation. Yeah, you know what? Because we're at the end of the day, but if it meant us missing, if it meant us missing out on top 4, then no, I'd stomach the Tottenham victory. But if it meant that if it means that we're not really gonna, it's not gonna alter our position in the league, then yeah, I can't have Tottenham win the league.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I mean, I'm just trying to be a little bit, sarcastic or a little bit funny, but I mean, there are reasons, there are scenarios where tactically, we might want to win a game or draw a game or even lose a game tactically for whatever reason. I mean, for example, if finishing second in our group in the Champions League would mean we'd face an easy opponent, then albeit let's lose a couple of games, let's draw a couple of games. So tactically, I don't have a problem with it, but doing it because you hate a player or a manager, no.
That's different. There are, as you said, there's context behind some of this. Yeah. Hey, Bobby,
the problem is if you can I go?
Yeah, go on.
Can I talk?
Yes, talk.
Okay, so the problem is in the Champions League, for example, you never know if on paper you can say that team is weak, but the reality is different. So for me, I would like to just go and win and see what's going to happen after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. Ogs, you know what? There was a debate going on about us, playing a more defensive system against Man City, just to ensure that we get that 1 point. If you don't want to lose, and you know what? I don't think Chelsea can play that system. It's not in our DNA. It's not in our DNA. I mean, unless Mourinho is managing, but Chelsea normally would like to play the attacking type of football. Okay, that's what Chelsea is all about. Trying to win the game. If we're behind, then we have to get a draw, maybe. But to approach the game with the mindset to get a draw, I disagree with that. I think Chelsea need to continue believing in themselves and believing that we are one of the top teams in the country. Show respect to your opponent, but at the same time, don't fear your opponent. Start fearing our opponent. That's it. We're done.
You know what? We were passive against Liverpool. That's why I went into Liverpool in a defensive mindset. And I think that had we gone more toe-to-toe to them, like what Leeds did, we'd have had a more positive result against them. It disappointed me, actually, because last season, I thought we played them really well last season, especially in that Super Cup. I thought we were a better team. With a bit more luck, we'd have won that game. And I thought we'd have been a bit more braver in that game. So I think we should approach, not be silly, but I think we should approach the game and try to, because the thing is, Manchester City come at you anyway, so that would suit the game of someone like a Werner. I'll play Werner.
Let's go for it.
Game actually, because it will suit someone like a Werner, because Man City play high, and so if we get Werner in there, get Callum or some fast players to try and run in behind in that game. So I think we should try and go for it. Yeah.
Max, is this the Bobby that was with us?
We can't sit back.
Yes, yes, it is. Yeah.
All right, Bobby. How's it going, mate?
Yeah.
Hey, Bobby.
Hello, Bobby.
He's coming live.
No. Okay. I spoke to him the other day with Max. Same dude. Yeah.
Hoodwinking us. I don't think Man City are hoodwinking us though, Bobby, because the players they'd have had to be given the names of the players who were tested for COVID, and if those names have been given, they have to have that period where they can't play. So if I don't know if it's play. Sorry, that's not COVID. Hopefully, so I'm not sure whether it was the players or the backroom staff or whatever. But if there were names, because obviously they can't, they don't have to give the names publicly, but they'll have to give them to the Premier League. So those people whose names were on that list, they won't be able to play against us anyway. Otherwise, there'll be some sort of lawsuit going on with Everton at the moment for abandoning the game.
I think it's not only players, but there's some training staff in there.
Yeah, there's some training staff, I heard. Yeah. So DJ, please.
Yeah. So Sunday, I think we should go for it because I think Thiago Silva is going to be in the defense. Kurt Zuma, everybody fit and ready. So. I don't see us losing against Man City, but you never know. It's a Chelsea thing. Every time that I predict that we are going to do something, we always end up by losing. So maybe you should blame me, guys, because I've been so positive.
But then it's the opposite
Sunday,
as well.
It's a different.
I want to answer this question.
Huh?
I want to answer this question. Yeah, Isaac is asking, would you rather Arsenal win the Champions League or Spurs wins the Premier League? I would rather none of them win nothing. I mean, if Arsenal won the FA Cup, and you saw what they did. All right, that's the FA Cup. Can you imagine them winning the Champions League?
I know.
My grandkids will be talking about it,
My goodness.
If push came to shove and you had to go for one or the other, it would have to be Spurs winning the Premier League begrudgingly, because I can't have Arsenal winning the Champions League.
Yeah.
We're the only club in London to have won it, and I want it to remain until I die. They're still going on about that goal, the equaliser for Martinelli a couple of last season. Can you
imagine? Lads, just a caveat on this question. Who is our biggest rival, in your opinion, Spurs or Arsenal?
For me, it's Spurs.
Orgs?
For me, because of Mourinho, it's just like a plus. So it's Tottenham. For now, I don't know.
What about you?
For me, in regards to rivalry and quality, Spurs. In regards to banter, it's Arsenal.
Okay, yeah. But Arsenal, they always shoot themselves in the foot, though, don't they?
Max, Max, what was Elijah's reaction the other day?
He was dear. He was okay. He was okay, but he kept showing me the phone app and stuff, and teasing me a little bit.
Rubbing it in,
rubbing it in a bit, yeah. But I said to him, look, I'm going to be rubbing it into you more than I've been respectful for him every time they've been losing games. But I said, you know what? Gloves are off now, mate. Did you go onto Arsenal TV, Orgs? Because I didn't even bother to go onto Arsenal TV after that.
No.
Did you go on there, Orgs, after the win?
I haven't watched.
What?
I haven't watched them. No, I
Yeah.
haven't watched them for a while now, man. I can't.
They're the
take it.
problem. They would probably say they're going to
unsubscribed.
win the league after beating
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I unsubscribe to them. I'll probably give it a couple of weeks and then subscribe.
I'm gonna.
again.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do because I can't take. They're so noisy, man. You just won a game, and just like you just won the Champions League. You know.
I know. Yeah.
Werner will get behind the player to again.
Yeah, that's why I would play Werner. I think this
let's
is
hope so. Let's hope Werner can.
For me, this is a Werner game actually because the space in behind, his pace.
Mm-hmm.
But the only thing is his confidence. That will improve his confidence. So, and he's had a week's rest as well. So I may put.
If Ziyech starts, then Werner would be all right. If Ziyech was to start with him, then definitely play Werner. But if Ziyech wasn't available and you're playing Callum, I'd play Giroud.
Yeah. Okay, talking about Callum, because we've had a difference of opinion, Green Turf, because I tweeted, I thought he's having a good game the other day against Villa, but you were saying that he wasn't. So why do you think he wasn't playing so well?
Well, I didn't say exactly that he wasn't good, but compared to his own standards, what I am expecting from him, like I want him to take people on and to do a little bit more than what he did. But yeah, it could be just because I want to see more. That's it. But it's not like criticizing him or anything because I know he's from a long-term injury and it's gonna take time for him to like come back to the normal level, you know.
Yeah, and I think that he was kind of playing it safe as well because he didn't. Obviously, he's been in and out of the side, so I don't think he wanted to do too many take-ons, lose the ball in a dangerous position, or give away cheap possession because. So I thought he was playing it a lot safer, but I thought his passing was on point. There, I thought his crossfield. That's very underrated. I think his pass, his vision, because that's another part of his game, because obviously a lot of people just know him as a dribbler or whatever, but his passing and his moving into space and everything else, I thought that was on point the other day.
Callum needs time on the pitch. He needs more game time.
Well, so the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, can I say something?
Yeah, to go.
Okay, so what's gonna happen if Hakim Ziyech is fit? Should we like rest Callum Hudson-Odoi or continue with Callum? Because now we are going to stop his progression, right?
Yeah, it's a tricky one, but I just think what I think is that we just need to have a bit more rotation within the squad, because, and I think that's one of the reasons why we sort of drop in levels. Because if you look, last season was the same, wasn't it? We went up through a good run, and then the players have looked tired, haven't they? We all have to admit the players have looked tired in the last 2 or 3 games.
Yeah.
So I think that if he is obviously he's not, because it's a tricky one, because Ziyech is probably the main man for that in that area. Are we going to drop Ziyech for Callum? Maybe not. But yeah, I think especially with Ziyech as well, with the injuries that he's had, then maybe not playing for the 90. Just see how the game's going. Give Callum some minutes as well. So as long as he's getting minutes, I think then he'll play, and then maybe the odd game here and there. Then I think it'll work.
Yeah.
I want to jump in here. Regarding rotation. Lampard only seems to rotate the players he wants to rotate. It's like Zuma in the last match. Okay, I mean, I don't know what the situation with Zuma. I don't know if he's got an injury or whatnot.
No, he was rested. I saw it. He said he was rested.
That's so why rest Zuma and not Mount?
I know.
Mount, lads. I think Mount is a great player. I think Mount is one of the best talents that Chelsea has, and he will be moving forward. Mount needs to be rested. Mount is a young lad. Okay, the more game time he's getting, the more fatigued he'll be, the more mistakes he's going to make. Giving Mount time to rest between, every 2 games, every 3 games, put him on the bench. You don't have to keep, take him out of the squad. Put him on the bench. Okay, it will make him a better player. It will make the fans warm up, warm to him a little bit more. Okay, because right now, some of the fan base don't like him because he's getting picked, week in, week out.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Lampard needs to address that. I mean, like I said, Lampard has a lot of mistakes, but these mistakes, they're not, for me, they're not, they're not worthy of him being sacked. Okay, I think the only way we're going to sack Lampard, or we should sack Lampard, is if the results make us sack Lampard. If all these decisions that he's making, these errors that he has, result in him dropping down the table. I'll be honest with you, I love the lad. Lampard is one of my idols. Okay, I mean, those of you who saw, who followed my channel from the beginning. My intro was, the Super Frank chant. That was it, Super Frank. Yeah. That's what we want. That's what I feel. But Super Frank doesn't perform. Super Frank, can walk away and I would be happy with that. I would be happy with that.
Can I jump in, Baggy? Can I jump in?
Yeah, sure, mate. Go ahead. Yeah.
Can I jump in?
Yeah.
Go ahead, mate.
Okay. Yeah. So I don't know, since Mason Mount is playing in his natural position, I don't think he's been the problem for Chelsea team. I mean, he's 21, and I mean, he always gives like 7 out of 10 every game, even a poor game.
I agree.
So I don't know if Mount is really the problem. So I mean, I would complain if he keeps playing him on the wing, for example, and he doesn't, give us anything. But playing him in his, natural position, I don't know, but I'm kind of okay with that.
I'm kind of with Baggy.
Sorry, Oggs, I'm not saying that he shouldn't be playing. No. Mason Mount, every time he steps on that pitch, he gives it his all. He plays well. He has a good pressing style of play. Okay, his passing is not too bad. I mean, he's made a couple of mistakes recently, but I reckon it's just because he's been playing too much. Okay, I think for us to be fair on the lad, to help him develop, to help him grow, we need to give him time off that pitch. I'm not saying it because I think he's taking time away from other players. No, I'm saying this because I want to see him improve. Mason Mount, Reece James, in my opinion, are the future of English football. No joke. Tammy Abraham, I'm not so sure, but Reece James and Mason Mount, I want to see these lads for the next decade, doing it on the international level as well as the club level. To do that, we need to look after them.
Yeah, I'm with Baggy there because I think that, but he's a young player, and if you look at the way that other young players have been managed by other managers in the past, they don't want them to suffer from burnout, so they need to. Because if you look, what Mount's good at, he starts the press, doesn't he? When a fit Mount always triggers the press, and I think in the last couple of games we've just seen a slightly jaded Mount, so the press hasn't been as aggressive as it has been. I think after that Leeds game when we did more running than the Leeds, I think that's taken it out of us for the next 3 games or something, because the players have all looked a bit tired. So I think if he was out of the firing line a bit, then I mentioned something earlier last stream where Liverpool played Everton last season and they took out Mane and Salah, both of them, and they played Zakiri and what's his name, Origi. They ended up winning the game 3-1. And the other 2 came back for the next game, rested. So sometimes even the best players, sometimes you need to just take them out, especially when the games are coming thick and fast. We've had a game 48 hours afterwards. So we had the Arsenal game, and then we played Aston Villa. So I thought maybe a Kovacic or a Billy Gilmore would have started in that game. So this question here, DJ, go on.
Yeah, I want to answer DJ. I want to answer DJ. DJ, I think in January transfer window, we shouldn't sign anyone from the names that have been mentioned right now. Okay, I think we should have talks with David Alaba's agent, Zahavi. Is it Zahavi his agent?
Yeah.
David Alaba? Yeah, I think we should have talks with Zahavi because we're going to be able to do that.
Pennies are having.
And try to get an agreement for David Alaba to come in the end of the season. In respect to the other lads, Declan Rice, Haaland, and whatnot, all these rumors, I don't think we should be looking at them. I think we should be addressing the winger situation. We need to get a winger. And I was talking to Orgs the other day, and we were talking about this. And we mentioned Jerry Boga, and if there is a way for us to work out a deal with Sassuolo and bring the man back, I think we should definitely be looking into that. We need another winger moving forward for the rest of the season. We don't need a defender.
But do you think Boga would be prepared to come and play as a bit part player there?
If we give him assurances, I think he would, because right now the way we are, he can. Any winger would love to come to Chelsea right now because there is room for him. Okay, but that being said, he would need to be given assurances by Lampard to tell him, look, I'm going to play you. Okay, you're not going to be my first choice, but you are going to be my second choice, or you are going to be my third choice. You'll get a game every now and then. I think Boga will come.
The other thing I like about Boga is that he can shoot from range. I'm crying out for a player who can shoot from range because we just don't.
Yeah.
We just haven't got that in our infantry anymore. We just haven't got that in our locker.
Good point.
Yeah. So
totally
I don't know about you,
my bro.
I don't know about you. I don't know about you two. I want to ask you this, Orgs and Max.
Yeah.
Does it? I mean, it annoys the hell out of me when I see good Chelsea academy players not doing it at Chelsea, but having to go elsewhere and do it. I mean, I can understand the situation with Tariq Lamptey because of the competition with Reece James, but every time I see Tariq Lamptey playing, I'm feeling annoyed because this guy should be doing it for Chelsea. Okay, and
he would give us another option. Yeah.
Well, you didn't give him a chance.
Yeah.
You didn't give him a chance, though.
But you know what? I know we've got Azpilicueta for his experience, but I think a Reece James Lamptey pairing at right back rotation would have been ideal for us because what Reece James, I rate him a lot, but he loves to overlap more. He's not going to beat your play. He's not going to take his players on as much. He's got it in his locker, but he doesn't do that as much. He's all about movement and pinpoint crosses. Sometimes against these stubborn defenses, sometimes you need a Tariq Lamptey, someone who's going to commit players, use his pace, beat players. Similar to, I think he'd have done a similar job to us that you got Saka doing for Arsenal at the moment. And just giving us that different dimension of dribbling and running and just. The back line of teams, disrupting their back line a bit more. So, yeah. And what's the guy at West Bromwich Albion as well?
Yeah.
Go on, talk, Green Turf.
Kano Gallagher.
Gallagher. He's another one who can shoot from range, isn't
Gallagher?
Yeah.
We really need somebody who can shoot from somewhere and get us a goal because I don't know what team just won in the last minute, like Man United, for example. Out of the blue, you see somebody score a goal. So we need some people to shoot from outside the box. Boga is one of them. Conor Gallagher,
Barkley.
one of them.
Reece
James, he looks like Frank Lampard.
Ross Barkley.
Barkley, Barkley.
Do you guys think
even though Barkley,
do you reckon Barkley has a future at Chelsea?
Not me. I mean, I think not
that's a funny one because Barkley.
I would like to move on and give a chance.
Barkley's okay, but sometimes if you operate better in a smaller club with less responsibility, and I think that's what you're seeing with Ross Barkley at the moment. He gives a different dimension, but I'm not sure.
I think the guys that are out on loan now, apart from Ampadu, I can't really see the rest of them having much of a future at Chelsea. And Ampadu is borderline as well. I mean, Loftus-Cheek, I'm really disappointed with Loftus-Cheek and situation.
Gueye can come back as another centre back.
But would he play? Would he play?
He'll be a
Oh,
backup, but he's good. Way he looks good.
Sorry, what's his name? The new guy, Maling Sarr. Maling Sarr is outside of that statement. I think Maling Sarr will have a future at Chelsea. But I think the way we're moving forward. Yeah, Maling Sarr's doing all right.
We can bring Maling Sarr back and have him as a centre back or left back option, and get rid of the two dead left backs that we've got at the moment. So then he can have have him as a backup.
Max, do you think that Emerson's
and how about?
I do. Yes, I'm sorry. I do. I think he's bad. But the thing what I don't like about Emerson is he switches off too much. He just doesn't. He doesn't. He loses man. Every game he plays, he's going to lose his man at least once in the match.
Yeah. He can't be focused for 90 minutes. Yeah, I agree there.
Yeah. I don't. No, I'm being a bit harsh. I think he's a decent player.
Guess what? Can I say something?
Yeah. Yeah. Go on.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
So Emerson Palmieri used to be like my favorite player, and last season at the beginning I was like, no, I don't want to see Ben Chilwell. I don't want to hear about Ben. Give Emerson a chance. But after the international break, somehow something happened. It's always after the international break there's some problems. Werner is the same. He's not performing now. So after that, I gave up on him. I gave up on Emerson because time and time again he always loses his man. He looks like he's very clean. He doesn't get dirty, and I like people who fight on the field.
So
put your body on the line and try to defend. Do your job.
Yeah. The less we say about Christensen, the better. That was
I think it's.
Yeah.
It's time to go.
Costa.
I think Emerson should go.
Yeah.
Just
Diego Costa, guys.
One thing about Christensen. I like the meme that Oggs has with him and the handbag and the wig and the it's a good meme.
He needs to go to a softer league, man. He can't handle the Premier League. It's not tough enough. Yeah, but Costa, I think he's going to Wolves. Wolves are the favourites for him. He's George Mendes is his agent, and George Mendes has got dealings with Wolves.
Spurs.
I can't see him come back to Chelsea.
Costa, there was something.
Okay.
Yeah, in regards to Costa, there was a clause in his release clause, if I could put it that way, that they've allowed him to leave on one condition, that he doesn't join a rival club. So a club that is currently rivaling Atletico Madrid in any competition, he can't join.
So like
unless us, unless he is prepared or the club is prepared to pay a £15 million or euro fine, if I can put it that way. So there is that clause in him being allowed to leave.
Right.
So he can't come to Chelsea.
Yeah. Did you hear about Giroud though? They wanted Giroud as his replacement. Atletico.
You know what? Would he suit their style of play with the players that they have right now?
He's not going.
I don't think it's just another rumor. But I heard that somewhere the other day. I just dismissed that one. Put that one straight into the rumor dustbin.
I think I heard that Giroud is going to sign another year extension with Chelsea. That is another rumor going on.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you hear that?
I haven't heard.
Yeah, that's what I heard. But let's wait and see.
I've heard it.
Giroud, you haven't? Yeah. You heard it?
I have,
Okay.
I have, yeah.
So let's wait and see Giroud if he can get enough playing time. He makes it to Euros, and after that, he's going to be fine to be on the bench most of the time. Just when we need him. He loves to stay in London, so
I think he's settled.
I don't know. I'll keep him.
So guys, 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1?
4-2-3-1.
Yeah, I think 4-2-3-1 gets the best out of our players. Havertz in the 10 for me. Havertz, Werner. Not Werner, Havertz.
Okay, so should
Ziyech.
So
Pulisic. Go on.
So should we go for I don't know, the lineup on Sunday, or you're gonna make a video? We don't want to spoil your next video. Maybe you wanna.
Okay. Line up on Sunday. It
What do you
depends on the
think?
injuries. Depends on the injuries, but the back four, Mendy. I'm
Wait,
not
wait,
sure
wait,
whether.
wait, Max, wait. All right. Since we are split in this way on the screen, yeah,
Wait.
you'll do the defense, I'll do the midfield, and Orgs will do the attack.
Okay.
How's that?
Yeah.
So you do.
What formation
so
are
you
we going with?
Okay.
4-3-3.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah, 4-3-3. 4-3-3.
Yeah, so obviously Mendy in goal.
4-3-3.
Chili
Let's
Beans.
just go for 4-3-3.
I love the name Chili Beans, Green Turf. Yeah, so Chili Beans, left back, right back. I'm not sure. Is Reece James going to be fit?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Aspie, okay, Aspie, because Reece James I think is probably going to be missing for a couple of games, and obviously it's going to be Silva and Zuma. Simple. Yeah.
Okay. I would go with the one DM. I would go with the one DM, and I'm going to assume that Orgs is going to play Ziyech on the right. So I'm making that assumption, and I'm going to go with Havertz on the right, and I'm going to go with Kovacic on the left, with Kante as a DM. Orgs, take it.
So
mate.
for me, it's very easy, really. I will go this time. I will go. Yes, I will go with Hakim Ziyech, Christian Pulisic, and Timo Werner in the middle. And let's see how it goes. Timo in the middle, running behind defenders. We're gonna destroy them. Let's hope and pray that everybody's fit for Sunday.
Yeah, I agree with you. For the Man City game, where they play more of a higher, they don't do low block. They don't believe in low block. So pace, running in from behind. Yeah, definitely. So predictions. Charlie's asking for predictions.
Pass. Yeah, we can do it.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 2-2.
Well, I'm sitting on the fence again. 1-1. Yeah, go on then. Go on.
Go ahead.
Baggy's already gone.
No. We're gonna beat them 2-0. 2-0 Chelsea. 2-0 Chelsea. Timo Werner and Christian Pulisic.
I think it's going to be 2-2, and I think we're going to be losing 2-0 until the last 10 minutes, and then we're going to come back with 2 goals right at the end to save Frank Lampard.
It depends if they got in or out. So I'm going to sit on the fence as well, because I got the 1-1 against Aston Villa, right? So, and do I go and get one? Yeah, I'm going 1-1, 1-1 again, like I did with the Aston Villa one. I'm hoping for a win, but yeah, I'm being cautious. No. Yeah, so I'm hoping that
I'll take a draw. I'll take a draw.
I'm hoping Orgs is the winner.
Yeah, I'm a winner. Don't worry. It's the beginning of everything. It's New Year. The reborn of Timo Werner. It's gonna be a hell of a game, man. Very good game.
Yeah.
We can do it.
Good question. Yeah. Good question.
Mikhail, yeah. Can he improve? Yes, of course. Yeah, I agree with your points there, Mikhail. He's started the rebuilding, so. Was analysing Mount's stats last night. He's seriously competing with the best in the league. Seriously underrated. Yeah, just wish he can add a few more goals. Last season he scored a few more goals, didn't he? So if he can add a few more goals, but he was unlucky. Didn't he hit the post twice? Well, I know he hit against Arsenal, didn't he? Didn't he hit against somebody else with a free kick? Or am I thinking? Was it Everton? Or was it? I know Reece James hit it once from a corner. Mason Mount. I know he hit the post against Arsenal. Did he hit against Everton as well?
Was it him? There was a. I think it. Yeah. Was it Kovacic?
I think it might have been him.
Yeah. Kovacic. Do you think Kovacic can shoot?
I've never seen Kovacic even hit.
Shoot.
No,
man.
Sorry.
Kovacic?
Ben Chilwell. I think it was Ben Chilwell.
Ben Chilwell.
It may have been. Yeah. Yeah, and let's talk about the midfield and goals. Actually, that's where our problem again lies this season, is that the midfield that we had the other day only got 1 goal, I think. Mason Mount scored 1. Kovacic hasn't scored, and that's why I like to see him add to his game, because Kovacic guys, what is your take on Kovacic? I think he's a neat and tidy player, but I just think he just needs to do a bit more for me, you know. And a lot of fans like it. Go on.
I do. I like him. I think Kovacic is probably one of the best players that we have in our team. He's not the most stylish of players. I mean, the lad can dribble. The lad is tough. The lad can do a lot, but he's lacking in one area. He isn't able to score from
shooting
midfield. And a player
and product.
Shooting, yeah. A player of his ability, if he can add that facet to his game of scoring, perfect.
Yeah. Can we carry him and Kante? Because Kante's job obviously is not to score goals. Because our goals, if you look at our goals, it's been Zuma, our defence, and the attack, and really the midfield has
Thiago
been
Silva.
lacking. Yeah. The Zuma's got 4 goals already.
Mount.
Silva.
We need Lampard to get sacked and asked to play as number 8.
I thought the goals were going to come from Havertz, but I think once confidence comes in, because Havertz was a goal scoring midfield, he scored a load of goals in Germany. I think once his confidence starts,
he
will see goals from him.
He scored a hat trick against Grimsby.
Barnsley.
He scored a hat trick. Barnsley. Barnsley. So
Havertz needs to play as a 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the problem, Baggy, I respect your opinion about Kova, but my problem is tell him, bro, call him, tell him to spend just 30 minutes after the training and practice shooting. Shoot. When you practice, you're gonna get better.
Ogs, I would, but he's blocked me on his phone. He doesn't take my call.
But you know what? This is a good point you make about the training, because you know what? When we were playing Aston Villa the other day, they were talking about Jack Grealish, and they said Jack Grealish is the first one in training, and he's the last one out. So that and that's the same what Frank Lampard used to do. So, and I think these guys don't do enough. They don't do enough afterwards. They just come, do the bare minimum, and then they go home. You know, if you're weak in one area
and go play 4 nights or something.
Yeah. So if you're weak in one area, for me, I want to be the best in my craft. So if I'm a professional footballer, I know my shooting's not good. I'm going to be on that training ground every day, right foot, left foot, getting that shooting on point.
Every day practicing.
Yeah.
Can I jump in for a second?
To be. It's too much quality. Yeah.
I want to address Mikhail. Mikhail has made a lot of comments, and I've been reading his comments. And I also read his comments in the other debates. Mikhail is not convinced when it comes to Frank Lampard and the way he is continuously making errors managing the team. Okay, I just want to tell him something. I agree with everything you've said in respect to Lampard and his shortcomings. That being said, I don't think the alternative is better. In the point we're in right now in the season, in the situation we're in, I don't think us going for another manager at this point would dramatically improve our chances moving forward. I believe that Lampard continuing as our manager with his errors, as the saying goes, the devil you know, with his errors, we will be able to achieve at least 4th. I am optimistic that we will get that because of the way the league is right now. And at the end of the season, I wouldn't be against us reevaluating the situation with Lampard. But I do believe giving him the chance at the end of the season is the minimum we can do. And this this talk about us being able to distinguish between the legend player and the manager who is making mistakes, I distinguish between that, and I think most of us here on this panel distinguish between that. But that being said, I agree with what Ian said in his debate. We need to look at the context, and we can't separate what Lampard has done for Chelsea. We can't ignore that. Okay, and that does need to have some sort of needs to hold a little bit of weight with us, and giving him to the end of the season, I think is the least we can do. And if he doesn't give us what we deserve as a club, at that point, I would, be more than happy to tell him to go.
Yeah. If you look at last season as well, similar thing. We obviously we got beat by Man United. We went on a nice running streak. Then we had a little blip where we were losing games to like the Bournemouth, West Ham, teams like that. Then we picked up form again at the end of the season, and we went on a little winning streak, and we finished fourth. So I think we have to wait and see if it's a blip, because people are too reactionary. I think this may be a blip rather than a long term. For once we get the players back. And football's a confidence game, as you can see. It's all about confidence. Look at Arsenal. Arsenal would never have beaten Brighton yesterday had they not had that result against us. You can see that and even Arteta. I saw Arteta's interview, and Arteta said the same thing. Although Brighton were unlucky in that game, but Arsenal had that belief that they can get a victory. So we once again.
All of a sudden, Arteta thinks that he's the next Guardiola and whatnot.
But once again, it's Chelsea, Chelsea Charity FC who brings the team into form. We always do that, don't we? With either that or players. If what's that guy McGoldrick? McGoldrick needs a goal. Okay, we're playing Chelsea.
We'll give it, What was it? One goal.
Come on, Ashley Barnes. He scored, I think, 5 goals in the Premier League. 4 of them have been against Chelsea. So, yeah.
I guess Chelsea is a Chelsea thing. Yeah, man.
Yeah. So, Baggy, is a question for you about Masunda.
Yeah.
Is he fit? I know Green Turf, you've been following his progress.
Masunda is he's recovering. I mean, like you said, Green Turf could probably answer this question better than me. But Masunda is recovering. But I'm not sure if he is able to perform as a player in regards to his pace, in regards to his dribbling, in regards to his strength. I know the man has been weightlifting and he looks like a beast, but is that what you need on the pitch? To be honest, I can't make an assessment. I mean, if he's able to get back to 80% of what he had and build on that, I would have him as a fourth choice winger. But I'd like to hear what Orgs has to say about this, because I know he's been following this story.
Yeah.
So go ahead, Orgs, mate.
Yeah. Right now he started. Yeah, he started training on his own at Cobham, but we have to limit our expectations, because he was given 20% only to come back to a professional life. So it's going to be very difficult for him. He's a fighter. He's doing everything just to show people that you can do it, even though some people might say it's impossible. But I'm not going to expect him really to come to Chelsea right now and start performing. He might start by playing with under 21s, you know 30 minutes here, 10 minutes there. So so he can go from there and let's see what's going to happen. But the kid been very unlucky, because can you just imagine if he was fit? I think he was going to make it at Chelsea Football Club. He's a very good player, but it's sad.
Yeah, that's the unfortunate thing. He would be ideal for this Frank Lampard team to set up, because of his versatility. Right side, left side. He can even play as an 8 or a 10. He could play in numerous positions. And what I liked about him is his confidence. He was a confident boy. He has showed a lot of personality on the pitch when he was playing. So, yeah.
Have you guys been following the progress of Kennedy? Because I'm not sure.
Apparently, he's doing well at Granada. He's doing really well. They're really impressed with him. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Again, he would have been a backup option as well. Another one who's got a good shot, good long range shot. Not sure if he's Chelsea standard, but but I don't know if he as a backup. Yeah, if he came in,
Well, can I say something about Kennedy?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Kennedy really, for me, and that is just my opinion. You don't have to agree with me. I think Chelsea killed Kennedy, because
Mourinho
we
killed
switched
Kennedy,
him from. Yeah, I mean, we did the Chelsea thing back then. We don't give any kid any chance, and on top of that, we switched him from a winger to what position again?
A defender. He played at left back or
left back, yeah.
A defender, a left back.
Yeah.
In Brazil, when we bought him, he was scoring for fun. You know, he was playing the Hakim Ziyech
Was he at
position.
Santos?
He was scoring
Was he at
for
Santos?
fun. I forgot the name.
I think it's Fluminense. I can't remember.
Something.
Yeah.
Fluminense or something. Yeah.
I think of it,
yeah, he was scoring for fun, man. And yeah, we all know that everybody is like the next Neymar. They started comparing him. Oh, he's the next big thing. Then the next Neymar. The next. But when he came to Chelsea, I am convinced.
I think it was the preseason in China that kind of messed him up. I don't know if Max
when he did that, they made those comments, didn't they? And, But yeah, he did have a lot of promise, and sometimes it's about who your manager is to develop you. You know, because if you look at obviously someone like a Mo Salah, for instance, you know, had we had the patience, that's why when we're talking about having patience with like the Kai Havertz and the Werners, we only have to look at Mo Salah and. You know what we did for it. You know his touch was poor, wasn't it? I remember once I was a game he shot and it hit the corner flag or something like that, and everyone was saying, but you could see that he was a good player. You could see in him a good player, and even with Werner now, you could see it's just a confidence thing with him that he's a decent player. So sometimes you just need to give these players that opportunity, and maybe that's time to adjust in the new league. Havertz, I know he's going to be a world beater.
Yeah.
I don't care what anyone says now. It's just glimpses of him, you know, just the confidence he exudes as well. This guy is going to be, you know, we're going to be talking about him. Hopefully we can keep him for 5 or 6 years and we're going to be talking about him as a Chelsea great. Yeah. So Pulisic as a number 10, guys. Pulisic as a 10. Francis is asking.
No. Pulisic as a 10. Last season, yes. This season, no. We've got better players. We've got Havertz. We've got Ziyech. He can play as a 10. I mean, I would rather see Ziyech as a 10 with Pulisic and Callum in the wings. Havertz as a 10. I mean, Pulisic can do it, but I don't think he, you know, he'd be better than the other options that we have.
What I can say is, hey, let's stop playing players out of positions. Okay.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah. Makar's asking about Zakaria. What do you guys think?
Zakaria was linked to us
Zakaria.
a month ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm terrible at pronunciations, as you probably know in my videos sometimes. So
I'll be
Zakaria.
Yeah.
It's an Arabic name.
Zakaria. I'll be willing to. I'll be willing to do the swap deal with Borussia. I can't even pronounce Mönchengladbach. What the pronunciation is Mönchengladbach. So if we have a chance to send Christensen.
I'll say Christensen there.
Or Zakaria.
Yeah. Talking about some
Christensen,
news about
Christensen.
Yeah. Some news about Emerson. Apparently, he's close to Napoli. I'm hearing. There's been some positive talks. So.
Yeah, I've heard about Napoli and also Inter Milan are keen on the lad.
Yeah. Who's second in the league with a game in hand? Who's second at the moment? Oh, Man United. Oh, yeah. How are they second?
Man United.
I just don't understand that. How are they second? How? It's just.
So you're right, Max. You are right about Kennedy. You said Fluminense. Yeah, it's Fluminense.
Yeah.
He used to play Fluminense. Yeah. I still he's 24 now. I can't believe it. In my head, he's still like 19. Kennedy.
He's had about 50 low moves, hasn't he? So yeah, it's probably
yeah.
This guy. So I'm just looking down at the chat, seeing if there's anything else that we haven't addressed. Probably go on for about another 5 or 10 minutes because we don't want to go beyond the 90-minute mark. Right. So what else we got? Beyond the City going. Thoughts on Lampard out? Comments? We've kind of addressed that, Sir Crocodile, before you came on. It's just ridiculous. I hate anything with out in it. Like it started off with the Arsenal, and we've gone all Arsenal, wasn't it? It was Wenger out, wasn't it? That was the start of this out business and crosses and all that nonsense. And yeah, I think it's just counterproductive for me. And if you don't like the man, give us the good points why you don't want him in the in there, and just wanting the guy to fail is ridiculous as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
So, what else have we got? Kovacic is a brilliant player, beats the press with ease. Corrects are some of the best in the world at create. Technically, yeah, I think Baggy's addressed that. Yeah, he's very press resistant. I'm not saying that he's very pleasing on the eye, but I just think sometimes when I'm looking at it from a coach's point of view, with my coach's hat on, from my football league, for my Sunday league, I know it's not high level, but Sunday league. Sometimes I think his positions, he can get into better positions defensively. Sometimes he's caught too high up the pitch, and we need to be a bit more aware off the ball. For me, that's the thing for me. And as Orgs has already addressed, is creativity, the final ball, the goal input as well. So, if he was like if we had a couple of other goal scoring midfielders in there, then yeah, it's good. But that's the problem I think we've had for about 3 seasons now, isn't it? Under Sarri, we had the same problem in that the goal input from the midfield.
We need some end product. Shoot. Man, if you watch the game with me, you will hate me, because every time I'm shooting, I'm shouting like shoot.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying to the boys. Yeah,
that's me. And like nothing, like come on.
I know.
Shoot the ball, man.
Yeah.
Anything can happen in the box, When you shoot the ball, you never know.
Exactly. Because wasn't the Man U one didn't take a slight deflection yesterday? The other Rashford's shot in the 90th minute. Yeah.
Yeah, you see.
So, yeah. Good question here by Kofi. If for some reason Lampard was to get the sack, which manager would you like to see come in to complete the project? So I'll start with you, Green Turf, then Baggy afterwards.
I haven't really. I don't know who. That is a tough question for me. Maybe Holland. Steve Holland. You know him, right?
Yeah. Ex Chelsea. He was on ex Chelsea coach.
Yeah, ex Chelsea thing.
Under Ancelotti.
I would prefer somebody who can somebody who can continue to do the job. And what happened to Gus Hiddink?
I think he's finished
now.
What
happened to him?
But Gus Hiddink, I think he doesn't manage anymore. He's gone. He's in his. Apparently, when he was at Chelsea, I was hearing that in his last few spells at Chelsea, he didn't really do a lot of the coaching and stuff. He used to just let other people do it, and he just used to manage them on a Saturday. That's what I heard about him. Yeah, I wouldn't. I think that would be a backward step. Okay. Gus Hiddink. Yeah. What about you, Baggy?
Yeah, so I will go for Steve.
Yeah. Steve, okay.
I mean, since this question is a theoretical question, I'm going to give you a theoretical answer. I'm going to choose a manager who used to manage Chelsea and is currently doing okay with the team he's managing.
I know you're going to say.
Go on, say
Ancelotti.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I would like to see. I mean, if Lampard was to go, I would like to see Ancelotti come back.
Well,
okay, and the second name.
Can I jump in and say something?
Go ahead.
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because I thought it was just for the just until the end of the season.
An interim.
That's what I was thinking. I'm not gonna interim. Yeah. So if for the coaching position for long term, I don't know really, but for interim, it's Go ahead, Baggy.
Yeah. And the second name. I mean, I like to keep this discussion a little bit sexy. I would love to get Zinedine Zidane to leave Real Madrid and come to Chelsea.
Okay. You know who I'll go for, surprisingly? I don't think he will because of his comments in the past about Chelsea, but Brendan Rodgers. I think Brendan Rodgers, he's taken the Leicester side now and he's made them quite relevant.
Yeah, he's a Chelsea.
Yeah, he used to be at Chelsea before.
Yeah,
Plays good football. Plays good football. Plays. He develops younger players as well, as you can see now with Leicester. You know, because he's and so yeah. So I wouldn't mind seeing him.
Was Brendan Rodgers assistant manager with Mourinho, or am I mistaken?
Yeah, he was the youth team coach at Chelsea when Mourinho was there. Yeah. I know a lot of Chelsea fans probably won't want him because I remember he made some comments about Chelsea when he was Liverpool manager, wasn't he? So,
lads, let me ask this question: Do you get a sense? I mean, this could be just me and the subscribers that I have, but do you guys get a sense that there is an anti-English thing going on, where if you have an English manager or an English player being given more time, people don't seem to really appreciate that? I don't know. Is it just me, or is it?
No, it is. There is definitely. Yeah. Even that guy we had on the other day, Alf.
Yeah. I even met a few.
Yeah, he was like, no English youngster.
I met a few videos about it. You know.
Yeah, I've seen him. Oaks.
Yeah. There is a stereotype. There is a stereotype. It's just like here in America. You know, a black man supposed to play basketball. You know. And just don't. You can't go to school. Just go play basketball, kind of, you know. And
lads, if I can make a suggestion, if I can make a suggestion, this is the first time we've actually all been together on a stream. I wanna take this opportunity to spend 5 minutes just talking about YouTube in general and your experience being a YouTuber. So if we could just talk about that for 5 minutes. I think the guys would appreciate it.
Okay, should I go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Annoying. No, at the moment
go ahead.
It's so annoying. It's because we put in, as content creators, we try to put out good content for our subscribers, so it takes quite a while to edit and everything else. The reason why I started the channel, it wasn't really for me, because it was my boys actually, because my boys watch a lot of YouTube and they said, oh dad, let's start a channel. And that's why I started it with Football Family Feuds first, because it was like a debate argument between one Chelsea support on one side, one Arsenal support on the other side. He decided to branch off, get his own channel, which is good, so he's developing his skills. So yeah, it's a good platform. It's a good platform to make content. I think there's quite a lot of Chelsea channels coming up now, isn't there? I think since the lockdown, the competition has grown because like channels are coming left, right, and centre now. And what is for me, it's a bit disappointing in that YouTube. I know obviously we've had the pandemic, but the fact that a lot of my subscribers, probably the same with you, Baggy, and the same with you, Green Turf, are saying that they have to search for our videos now. They're not getting the notifications and everything else. So, it's sometimes I do it for the love of it. I'm not doing it for the money. I'll still create content because that's what I enjoy doing. But, you want people to be able to see your content and everything else. So that's something I hope's addressed next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I could jump in, I used to have 150 subscribers, and I was getting more views than I'm getting right now with nearly 2,000 subscribers. So there's something definitely something going on there. I've actually tried to investigate it myself. I mean, I know a lot of YouTubers have contacted YouTube and tried to get an answer. I haven't, but I've actually done some investigating, and if you guys do this, once you upload a video, I mean, this is a tutorial for anyone who's watching. Once you upload a video, you will then search the title of your video and see how it's been ranked on YouTube.
Right.
Whenever I used to do that, back when I had a couple of hundred subscribers, it would always get ranked first because of the keywords that I put in. And then gradually it would drop because not many people were watching it. It would drop and it would drop and it would drop until it's like 10th, 15th in the on the list. What YouTube has done now is once you upload a video, even if you have the correct keywords, it would not be dropped in as number 1. It would be dropped in as number 10 on that list. Okay, and depending on how many views you get, it would then start to go up or start to go down. So you're actually starting at number 10 rather than starting at number 1 initially, and that is something that I've noticed. And even my viral video, when I uploaded it, within 3 hours of it getting 15,000 views, did it become first and second on that list. And then it continued to stay at the top of the list, and I think it's still on the top of the list because of the amount of views that it got. So it's very important that you're actually getting your subscribers to watch the videos within the first hour, and notifications haven't been going out. I mean, a lot of Orgs' videos, I don't get notifications on them.
No, I have to search even yours, Baggy. I have to search for both of your videos now.
Yeah.
You know what? Have you seen the Football Terrace?
Me too.
He's a Man U supporter.
Yeah.
Have you
I
seen
have,
him?
yeah.
You know what he's done? He has actually created a mailing list, and he'll sending out emails to his subscribers whenever he's dropped a new video.
Makes sense.
So they can,
Makes sense. I mean, I tried to incorporate it on Twitter as well, where every now and then I would say, I've uploaded a video, but I just don't think it's the same, because on Twitter I only have a couple,
There's not
30,
enough.
40, not enough people watching it.
Yeah, and but with Twitter, sorry, Beg, can I say something?
Go ahead.
If you've got a big following on Twitter, then you can make, because if you look at Marazzi, or what his name is, he's got 50,000. Matisse, so he's got 50,000 people. So he's made his YouTube channel already. He's got like 5,000 subscribers because of his fan base on Twitter. I haven't got the time to be uploading every 5 minutes on Twitter.
Yeah, not only that, Max, but Matisse also has connections with a lot of the big YouTubers. Yeah. So he did a lot of collabs and whatnot. And to be honest, I mean, this might sound a little bit funny, but on YouTube, a lot of the YouTubers are in groups. So it's not easy to connect with everyone. I mean, I'm in touch with a lot of the YouTubers, but I'm not comfortable with the content that they all make. Therefore, it's not easy for me to look into doing a collab with them. I mean, with you guys, we kind of think similar. We kind of have a similar understanding of things, and makes it easier. But personally, I really enjoyed the collab that you made with the Cavcast view, because it's two polar opposites, but it was still a good video.
Yeah. It was
Max,
unlike that.
Sorry, Orgs, I mean, we didn't give him a chance to.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Okay,
your point of view.
YouTube, where? Yeah, my point of view is. Let me tell you from the get-go that I lost like 90% of everything on YouTube. Like I went from minimum 20K views to struggling to get 2,000. Like pushing very hard to get 2,000 views. So, like 90% is, and it went overnight, like gone. So I thought, I was doing something, it's something to do with me. And then I called them. Even here in Kentucky, they have their office, but they're not working, It's closed, but you can get in touch with somebody, and they kind of check my everything, and they tell me, everything is working good. Maybe because of your viewer, we can't force your viewer to watch your video, but it's not only about me. Even I talked to some people from AFTV. You can see that they're going down too. So it's something that I don't know where the problem is, but YouTube need to fix the thing. But I keep doing it because I love doing it. This keeps me home with the family. Before that, I used like to go out, spend money, get in trouble after work and all that. But now it's like, it's the best thing that happened to me now, that they can see me anytime because I'm making and kind of saving money too. But if you came to YouTube with the love, just do what you gotta do without thinking about money. We worked very hard, guys. You have no idea. We work very hard. We are making money for YouTube, but right now YouTube is just crazy, man. Just crazy. I don't know what's going on, but At some point, it's gonna.
I want to say something.
Itself up or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to say something. Making it on YouTube is very difficult. The fact I have nearly 6,000 subscribers in literally 10 months of being on YouTube, for me that is a big achievement. And to be honest, it's not easy, but I was lucky. I was lucky because there was one YouTuber who at the time had 42,000 subscribers, and he gave me a shout out. Even though I hardly knew the lad, he gave me a shout out, and that was something that I'm indebted to him for. And there was another YouTuber who at the time also had a couple of thousand subscribers, and he also gave me a shout out. So I want to say thank you to Burton Ballers, Family Feuds at the time, and Green Turf for doing that. So to make it on YouTube, you have to have friends and you have to have a community. And these two guys here, respect.
Yeah. And that's what I expect about
no
both
problem,
of you
man.
guys, because you're giving
No
us
problem.
shout outs as well. And especially because, like, with you, Green Turf, you're a big, 80,000, whatever, but you like to support the little man as well. Some of these people, they don't, as Baggy quite rightly says, they just tend to like to stick with their group. They don't like to promote. Maybe they're scared of the competition, I don't know, but they don't like to promote
between them.
The little channels, so so I'm always hearing shout outs from myself whenever I watch Baggy as well. He's always given shout outs to my channel, debates that we've had. So I think that's what it's about. It should be a community as well. It should be, so I've mentioned other big channels in the past.
We should do this more.
Definitely.
We should do this more. I'm gonna start doing it from the big channel, and I'm sorry for my craziness here. And according to what I just Googled, I need to turn my YouTube and other devices off so I can use my computer. So next time I'll be on my computer, because it looks like I'm a little late. I'm a little late, like few, I don't know, 10-15 seconds before you get my message. So I have to fix that.
There is.
And next time, hopefully, it's gonna be. There is a lag here. So we're gonna do it.
I want to surprise
channel. And
I want to surprise the people watching this stream. I want to surprise the people watching this stream. All right, because one of us is talking to you from the US, Kentucky. The other one is talking to you from London, England. And the third one is talking to you from Baghdad, Iraq. So who is who?
Wow.
Universal, guys.
Okay. That's why there's lag. All over the world, man. All over the world.
Yeah.
So
all over
guys,
the world. We are family. We love each other. This is a big family.
It was great. It was really good with having you guys on, and for all of you, for you two, and for all the people on this channel and our subscribers, we'd like to wish you a fantastic 2021. It's been a rough year, 2020, as we all know. So let's hope 2021 is better for all of us, health-wise, and maybe Chelsea get a trophy as well. So that'd be good, footballing-wise as well. So
hopefully. Well, Max, thank you for hosting, and
no worries.
really appreciate it. And, give my regards to your family, to your sons.
I will
and, do. Happy New Year, and all the best for 2021.
Yeah,
and the same to you, Orgs, mate.
Yes. Okay, guys. And thanks, Baggy. It was Baggy's suggestion. He DM'd me, said let's get on a little chat today. So it was good. All right, guys. Thanks, everyone, and we'll try and do this again at some point. So take care. Spread the word as well, guys. So, and if you want, just send us your email addresses. Yeah, just a quick one before we go. Just send our email addresses to us, so maybe we can set up a DMs and just let you know whenever we post a video. So if YouTube are not doing the job, then we may have to take it on and do it ourselves. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
So, hey guys. So, can I say something quickly? Go on.
Yeah. Sure. Go.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'll be very soon live with Matisse Armani. So
Yeah.
so if you guys gonna have time to jump in, so because when we are talking about community, so when we are together, we can help each other, and you can help me ask questions, because I can't I'm very shy
Sure.
sometimes. I don't even know how to structure my lives and all that. So
Yeah, just
might
let us
need some
know.
help. So let me know if
More
you
than
are
Let us
happy
know,
to.
then
interested, so we
we'll
can
come
make
in.
we can
Yeah,
make
more
it
than happy to.
happen.
Cool. Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah. All right.
Okay,
So
guys. Thanks again. Take care,
cool.
everyone.
Let's.
See you later. Yeah. Bye-bye. Bye.